resolve Rey and Kylo Ren's stories? Should Kylo Ren be redeemed and brought back to the light side of the Force? Is that something Ben Solo even wants for himself? Abrams will have to provide a definitive answer. In any case, Kylo Ren made his selfish choice in The Last Jedi by killing Snoke, framing Rey for Snoke's murder to General Hux, and declaring himself the new Supreme Leader. Kylo Ren bettered his grandfather Darth Vader by doing what he never could, become the ruler of the galaxy. As he remains emotionally unstable, Kylo Ren is now also, logically, the best weapon to use against the First Order as a way to bring it down from the inside. It's no secret Kylo Ren is hated by Hux, but Ren needs Hux to help him actually run the Order's vast military. It's not hard to make the leap that Kylo Ren could be manipulated to spark a civil war within the First Order and force a schism that will set Hux in against Ren and have the First Order essentially devour itself. That is one way the rebels, with the possible help of the Force ghost of Luke Skywalker, could win the war. Rey will of course have to confront Kylo Ren once more, and she will be even more powerful in the Force this time. But does Rey facing Kylo again require any further revelations about Rey's parents? The latter is probably the most compelling story thread fans are looking Abrams to tie up. Whether or not he had his own ideas for Rey's history, Johnson's reveal is what Rey's backstory is now. It's less likely Abrams will reverse that Rey's parents were nobodies who died on Jakku, something Abrams himself set up in Maz Kanata's dialogue with Rey in The Force Awakens. Rather, Abrams can add new elements to Rey's parents that are heretofore unknown, which would spin Rey's story off in a new direction. Some missing piece of information about Rey's parents that explain more about her and her ultimate destiny would likely go a long way to satisfying fans. This is probably a card Abrams has up his sleeve. As for Snoke, at this point, his backstory will probably be a matter for the novels or Marvel Comics to fill in down the road. Even in The Force Awakens, Snoke was just a string puller in the background. The Last Jedi cut the strings and ended the puppeteer, definitively declaring Rey and Kylo Ren are the true hero and villain of this story. They are free to determine their own destinies with and against each other. Leia's farewell. Star Wars The Last Jedi. Leia Organa. Will J.J. Abrams course correct Star Wars in Episode 9? It's no secret Leia was meant to have a very prominent role in Episode 9. The original plan was to have 7 spotlight Han Solo, 8 focus on Luke, and finally, 6 would have belonged to Leia. Carrie Fisher's tragic death, plus Leia surviving The Last Jedi, definitely creates the need for a course correction to address Leia's final fate. Of everything Abrams has to accomplish in Episode 9, finding a way to send Leia off that's respectful of both the character and the actress who played her, while still serving the needs of the movie's story, will be the trickiest feat and will be held under the most scrutiny, as Carrie Fisher will not be appearing in X. Even an explanation for what happened to Leia will have to be handled with the utmost care. Give us a satisfying ending. J.J. Abrams. Kathleen Kennedy. Star Wars Millennium Falcon. Will J.J. Abrams course correct Star Wars in Episode 9? Ultimately, the best course correction J.J. Abrams could offer the trilogy would be to make a great Star Wars movie that resolves all of the plot and character threads in a satisfying way, while providing a sense of hope for whatever future steps Star Wars will take next. In short, Abrams' story has to stick the landing. Fortunately, he is the best qualified director to do so, and Abrams wouldn't have come back to close out the saga if he didn't believe he could do Episode 9 justice. The good news is J.J. Abrams knows how to make a great Star Wars movie. He's already done it. He simply has to muster all of his powers and do it again.